Okay. So it's been some time, huh? But I kept up with the challenge. For those of you who didn't see my previous video, please do. In my last video, I said that I'm gonna participate in a self-made challenge, which is to draw every day. And by drawing, I mean finish a full color piece per day for a non-specified amount of time. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been tough. Yeah. Now I want to go a little in detail about one or two drawings. Depends on how much energy I have. I will talk about how I felt, if I was motivated or not, how challenging it was, the drawing, and something I learned from this drawing. And I will try to make at least two videos per month, even though I think that's quite a lot still. But I will try my best because I also have a full time job and possibly a life. And also, I'm doing this challenge, so I don't really have time for this. Anyway, I will do it, or I will try to do it. So let's get into the drawings. I will just put the drawing up. There it is. This one was easy because it was my first drawing. The point zero, where I actually did not know yet that I'm gonna make this challenge for myself. Yeah, I actually really wanted to draw something, even though I was not motivated at all. I just was like, yeah, you should draw something. Just pick some reference. Doesn't matter which. Just pick one reference. Something simple. It's still you did something at least. So I picked this reference. I don't have the reference anymore, but I think I used Unsplash for reference. Um, yeah, I will make a video maybe about the website that I'm using later on. Maybe we'll see. Unsplash is not really a reference website. It's more like Shutterstock or something like this, where you can just upload your pictures or drawings. Maybe even. Maybe I should try that. And just yeah, sell them for commercial use and stuff like this. But I just use them for my references. So I took this one. I About the reference, I really liked how the light was shining on the legs, the contrast. I really liked the vignette effect on it, and the contrast of the chair with the background. And of course, it has a big contrast because it's two complementary colors, yellow and blue. So of course, it works really well together. And yeah, it kind of gave me like a vintage vibe and stuff like this. So I was like, yeah, I like that yellow. I have to draw it. And so I did. While we are talking, I'm just gonna put up the time lapse of the drawing. We'll not go into details of the process and stuff like this because it's just a time lapse from the Procreate app. I did not really record my process, so I cannot really go into detail because it's gonna go way too fast. And if I want to pause it and tell you something about it, it's not gonna work out because I will just look at it and be like, "Oh, what was I saying?" I don't know. Anyway, too much blubbing. um, yeah, I for this one I wanted to practice the color harmony. I've been watching many videos from Marco Bucci to yeah, mostly about the color because I really liked how he uses color. But he is saying that um when you look at an object in real life, it's not just a flat color. So you should add a bit of a variation to the object itself, and to give it a more interesting kind of look. So that's what I was trying in this one, to combine different saturation and hue, maybe a little bit. I was struggling for a little bit with this, to add different hues, but in the end I think it turned out okay. Was It's not only for the chair that I used it, so I used it throughout the whole drawing, not only on the chair. Some are more subtle than the rest because I kind of wanted the focus to be on the chair, so I added more details to the chair. How much time it took me to draw this one is 1 hour and 42 minutes. It's quite a simple drawing. You would think that this would take way less, but it actually didn't. I think I was struggling the most with the position of the legs. It was not really looking good to me. And when I'm trying to draw from a reference, it's not necessarily that I keep to the reference as much as possible. It can be different. But if the proportions are not good, and how the overall feel looks like, because it's too tilted in one direction, or uh, too thick at the bottom, or yeah, the feet are too long, or yeah, it just doesn't look good. So I kept doing it and doing it and doing it. You can see it um in the time lapse. So that was it about this one. And after that, I came with the idea, oh, let's do this challenge. It's gonna be fun. Uh huh. And then next day was okay. I was really, really, really excited to do this challenge. I was like, yes, I'm finally doing something. I am becoming disciplined. I am gonna draw every day. It's not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really have to be a big drawing. It can be just like a study or anything. And yeah, I was thinking, what should I draw? What should I draw? I don't know what to draw. I really like to draw skeletons, but what else then? And then I was like, yeah, I think a skeleton surrounded by grass, not grass, plants, engulfed by plants. And then I was like, yeah, but that's kind of boring. It's just that, I don't know. And then I had this idea of a skeleton on a sofa. But then I was like, yeah, but it still needs something more, some spark, some something. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make him hold the controller like he was drawing, like he was playing video games before the apocalypse came. In a post-apocalyptic world, I like skeletons. I like post-apocalyptic world. I like video games, so why not? So I started to make a sketch and stuff like this. I also would put the time lapse to watch while I'm talking. So I started to do some sketches, and yeah, the pose was not really working for me. I really struggled with that. And yeah, I was actually at my boyfriend's place when I was drawing this. Yeah, he knows about this challenge, and he is really proud of me. And actually, I he was playing next to me. It's unrelated, but yeah, actually used him for the reference, and I made him sit in this position. And yeah, I think you already saw, because the time lapse might be going way faster than I'm talking. So I drew his position first, just as a base, and then I put the skeleton on top, and I think the pose came out quite okay. Can still be some work to it and stuff, but it can be, it's okay. And yeah, I wanted to kind of, while I was drawing next to him, I don't know, I kind of wanted to involve him as well in the drawing. And yeah, I just added this toad rug, which he thought it was super funny. I don't really like how the screen turned out. The TV turned out. And where is the PlayStation? Hello, it's missing. Also, the closet is not a closet. The thingy that the TV is sitting on, it's kind of weird looking. The proportions are not really good. It looks like it's warped or something. I don't really like that. The skeleton dome looks nice. And initially, you can see in my time lapse, I wanted to make like a hole behind the a hole in the wall, a hole in the wall. And yeah, at some point I was like, this is taking too long. I think I'm gonna just erase the hole because I kind of need to add a lot more details there as well. So never mind. And then I just added this light beam coming from the top, which looks good. I like it, but I don't think it really works. I mean, it works with the skeleton, but if I can just remove the TV, I really hate how it looks like. Oh, I just hate it. The floor is okay, could be better, could add more details and more dirt and stuff like this. But overall, it's a drawing and I did it. That was day two. Well, um, yeah, that's been it for this video. Or should we do another one? Let's do another one. Okay. Day three. Oh no. Uh, uh, okay, here is day three. Yeah, well, let's say that I think the sketch looked better than the actual finished piece sometimes. Drawing does that to you. If you're a perfectionist like me, then every single detail has to look good and clean. And by making every single detail look good and clean, then the overall drawing looks stiff, looks weird, looks fake. Um, it's not that I'm going for hyper realism or something. I want more like a painterly look, and this is definitely not it. Yeah, I also struggled. Motivation was still there. Let's start with the beginning. Motivation was there. I was excited to draw. This actually came from imagination as well. First drawing was reference, second drawing was imagination. But of course, even if you're drawing something from imagination, if you don't know how something looks like, then you should just pick up a reference and use it. Not trace over it and then call it your drawing. No, just put it next to you and just to look for some details like, oh, that's how that goes, or that's where that goes. Stuff like this. Yeah, so I really struggled with this pose. So I just took a picture of myself for reference because I was too lazy to look up this specific. I actually did, but I didn't find really anything that could work for this. I did not really think about the pink, purple hair and eyebrows and lashes. I had a more of a like cool, patchy, maybe some stickers on her face, like and some gems and stuff like this. I don't know why I didn't add those. I think it would actually make the drawing better. Maybe I should do a series where I'm remaking all my drawings. Maybe not all my drawings, but some of them that I really hate. Day three, motivation up, excitement up, execution of the sketch amazing, execution of shading, coloring, and everything else. Nope, did not like that. It looks horrible. Sorry, guys. Sorry, this is the last drawing. Maybe I should have just not went with it. Um. Okay, so far so good. It's going good with the challenge, and I'll come up with more interesting things to say in the next video. See ya!